Hey guys, Magnus Robert here, bringing you another video. This one's going to be doing my predictions / ideas for the Christmas or the winter event 2016. It's going to be tomorrow, I'm presuming. Now, I know yesterday I released my World Religions event ideas. So that's 2 event ideas combined. Well, there's a consequence to that, guys. I completely forgot about my Christmas one. I forgot to do it. I had all the stuff done. I just forgot to record it. So yeah, I did release that one. I should have released yesterday. I should have released this video yesterday, ideally. But oh well. Who cares? There's gonna be 2 out. But I won't be doing another ideas video until Friday because I want to next Friday. Sorry. Because I want to I want to make it so I have ideas along the way. Because I will probably run out. I don't know if I'll run out. I'll probably always scratch something up. Anyway, guys. So we're gonna go through it. Through the stuff. First of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the characters. Now, I just want to quickly mention. So now, obviously, these aren't all the characters they could add. They could add more. They could add plenty of more of these characters. But the only problem I have with it is this: they can add anyone. They can add absolutely anyone to the Christmas event because it's such a universal holiday. Maybe not for other religions, but for the majority of the characters in The Simpsons, they could literally just add anyone and it would work. Because they all celebrate Christmas, the majority anyway, apart from obviously like people like Apu and stuff. So there's plenty of stuff they can add, and honestly, I'm just gonna go through like the main things I think they should add, main characters I really want to see, and then I'll go through buildings. And again with buildings, there's so many they can add. It's just that I've kind of had to reduce. I've basically just reduced it down to my favorite, like 16, 17, 18, something like that. And of course we did get today, we got an episode tie-in little thing. We've got like a little elf in a box. I'm not going to bother reviewing that because it's just one decoration, and there's absolutely no tasks to it or anything, so there's no point in me doing a video on that. So let's go through characters. So the first character is Cyrus Simpson. He appeared in the Christmas episode, of course, on the island where Grandpa obviously becomes Santa and that whole episode. Cyrus is in that episode. He's in a Christmas episode, mainly because of this idea of bringing the family together, and that's the reason I'm maybe thinking they should add him. Also because he was in a Christmas episode, I think it makes sense to add him, and I would like to see him quite badly. The next one is Don Brodka, or just Don, I guess. He's the security guard at the Try and Save, and maybe I think he's also security guard at the mall. I'm not too sure about that. Yeah, Try and Save, I think it is. Now, of course, there is the episode where Bart wants to get his picture taken, and he can't because he was kicked out of the store and he was told never to come back by the security guard. It was all a Christmas episode, so this idea of obviously he's guarding the store. When people are doing Christmas shopping, he's guarding it. He's the security guard there. There's plenty of tasks I think that I could think of them they could do for him. So I think he is a pretty cool character and one that they could do quite a bit with, and I'd like to see. Definitely really like to see him in the Christmas event. The next one is Gary Coleman. Now, Gary Coleman, of course, is a real-life person. He did unfortunately die quite a few years ago, I think it was. I'm not too sure how long ago it was, but it was relatively recent anyway. I say that. I think it was. It's no more than 10 years anyway. But yeah, Gary Coleman died. And of course, we do know that they add celebrities. They have added Stephen Hawking, who is alive at this point, and they had that dead president. I don't know if they could add Gary Coleman. I'd like to see him. He was pretty funny in the episode he was in, and of course, it'd be a nice little. They could do a nice little tribute for him as well. Pretty cool guy. Of course, he was the bodyguard for that the Funzo thing. So yeah, we've also got Tom Hope. Oh no, sorry, Jim Hope, not Tom Hope. Jim Hope. This is the guy who's the president of the Funzo, the toy shop that does the Funzos. He's like the president of it. They could throw him in as a character. I think that'd be cool. Him and Gary Coleman, maybe have Gary Coleman be premium and him be I don't know, like unlockable. There isn't loads they could do with him though. All we really know he's the president, of course, alongside Lindsay Neagle. Of course, it's already in the game. Then we've got Marvin Monroe. This is Dr. Monroe's brother. He is actually the sort of manager of the tattoo parlor, and of course he's a tattoo artist. He was in the episode where obviously Bart gets a tattoo. I just think they could add him just like that. Just he's offering, I don't know, Christmas deal tattoos or something stupid like that. There isn't really much I can think of they would do, but they could do something with him basically. Moving on. we have Nibbles. Nibbles is really fun. I really want to see them do Nibbles. Of course, when when they get trapped in by snow, obviously they're blocked in by snow. They obviously Nibbles is there and he tries to help Skinners. He does actually die, poor old Nibbles. He's in a few episodes actually, but he does actually die unfortunately. But I think they could add him anyway. He would be pretty small. He'd be like sort of what's his name? The little tiny gerbil we got as well. He would be pretty damn small character, but they could possibly even give him tasks. That would be really funny. But it would be okay him being non-playable. Then we got Santa Claus. I really do want them to just add Santa Claus himself, not a costume for Homer or a costume for Ned. Although I like those costumes, I would like to see the actual Santa Claus. Now, of course, he did appear not last year, the year beforehand, as like a temporary character who disappeared after. I want to see him again. I really do want to see him in the game again. So I do hope they add him. And then next up we have Gil. Of course, I do want Gil to be added as an actual character, an actual playable character, not just a temporary character who comes when there's a deal. I do want to see him as a permanent character, and I think Christmas would be the best way to do it. Like they obviously gave us Mackie as a sort of final prize, why not give us Gil as a final prize? And that'd be a pretty damn cool prize. And then there's just a few. This is just kids in general. I've just got a picture here. This is just kids in general. I do think that they should add just the kids. I liked it last year when they added obviously, but they added sort of infants and stuff there. They added obviously Gerald and Maggie and the Kearney's other son and over like these like they're mostly babies they added, and Ling Bouvier and stuff. So I'd like them to add some like just normal kids. So we obviously got like kids like Alison Taylor, Mary Spluckler, or any of the Spruckler kids. There'd be any of them would be cool. You just have some more. We got Nikki, Jenny, Alex Whitney, sorry, Becky, Wendell Borton, Lewis, Clark. We got Richard, of course. Isabella. There's loads of little kids. There's loads of kids who obviously go to Springfield Elementary, which I think they should add. Another one would be obviously the Weasels, the two Weasels, the White Weasel and the Black Weasel. Ham, all the Super Friends. There's just loads they could add. Any of the kids from any of the kids from the elementary, I think they should add. So yeah, I think it would be pretty cool if they added them. It gives this idea of Christmas, because Christmas is a family holiday, and I do think obviously kids enjoy it more. I would say they enjoy it more, just because of the presents thing. So yeah. In terms of buildings, I haven't got loads of buildings, and that's just because I'm not too sure. But again, with buildings, you can add whatever you like. The good thing with buildings and Christmas is you can add anything. Shops are the easiest, because obviously shops and stores. Because the simple explanation is, they got to get gifts from somewhere. Anything like that, though, anything Christmas themed should be added. Anything, and there's just a few I think they should add, especially think they should add. So the first one is trees, $60 and up. This is like a little thing that sells trees, obviously Christmas trees. I do think they should add this, either the sign or an actual building. Whatever. There's the Bethlehem Inn. Welcome to the class of 20 BC. This is like a little stone stone building. Of course, when they have the they do the nativity play reenactment. They show this building, so I think that would be cool to add that. We got Christmas trees. It's just called Christmas trees. There's another little tree, thing that sells trees. They can add. They could just sort of reduce it and make it into a building. We got the Museum of Christmas Ornaments. Really, really cool building. I really hope they do add this one. It's quite unique and quite bold, and it stands out quite a bit. We've got the Polar Express. Now, with the Polar Express, what I think they should do, and I think this would be very interesting, if they added it as a skin for the monorail. So, of course, we have the monorail, and it rides around our Springfield, and we can go with it as it rides around. How cool would it be if you could change that into the Polar Express? I don't know about that. Maybe they could do it. I think that would be awesome, though. Just to change it up for Christmas, and you can have the Polar Express instead of the monorail going around. So it'd still use the tracks, the monorail tracks. It would just and the stations. It just wouldn't be the monorail. It'd be the Polar Express. I just think that would be really, really cool. But maybe not. Moving on, we have the Cup of Sleep Inn. Now this was next to the Museum of Christmas Ornaments, so that's why I've sort of thrown it in there. It was in a Christmas-ish themed episode, so they could throw that in there. Obviously, pretty cool. We got the Nook of the North. The Nook of the North. Really, really cool. Like an igloo hotel. So yeah, definitely a pretty cool building they can throw in there. We got the Anchor Management, which is an anchor store that sells anchors, but of course it wasn't a Christmas episode. As you can see, it's got the little doodah at the front there, so pretty damn cool building. We got no hard fillings, House of Pies. Again, this was next to the Christmas ornament, so that's the reason I've sort of thrown it in there. But it makes sense. You know, it's Christmas, pies, whatever. They could throw it in there. It wouldn't really matter. I would like to see it though. It's just a really, really cool building. We got all trees, $75. So this is obviously another little thing with a little. You can see this like a little house there, little like a. I guess like a HQ where they sell the thing. They could just add this. That would be really cool. Just another little Christmas tree selling thing. They could add a couple of them. I wouldn't mind just a few different ones, as long as they didn't make them buildings which you can buy multiple of. Then we have Caroline Dreams Indoor Water Park. Caroline? Is that Chlorine Dreams? Oh, I thought it was Caroline. I thought it was Caroline. Sorry, I'm like really far from my computer screen. Chlorine Dreams. Well, I think it's Caroline. I don't know. Chlorine Dreams, right? It's in a water park, and of course you can see the snow. It wasn't a Christmas themed episode, and that's the reason I think they should add it. I think there was a joke. I don't know. Maybe they could do it like and they could do loads of things with it. They just throw it in there as just a random one. We got the Circus of Values. Of course, this is a like a sort of it's a store, obviously, that sells stuff. I mean, you know, that just fits in perfectly with Christmas, obviously. Late night, last minute Christmas shopping or something like that. They can throw that in there. We've got the Happy Sailor. Now, the Happy Sailor tattoo parlor, when obviously Bart gets his tattoos, he gets a tattoo in the Christmas episode. The very first Christmas episode. Now, of course, it is a mall building. However, they've now recreated 2 more buildings in The Simpsons. Tapped out the Vast Waistband and the Springfield Hunting Supplies. They are both mall buildings which they've recreated. I've done a mall expansion video in the past where I say that they should have the mall open up and you're able to actually, change stuff inside the mall, like a sort of Krusty Land. However, I guess now it's not really going to happen. So they could just add the tattoo parlor as its own building and make it into its own building, I guess. So yeah, next up we have Kids First Industries, the secret headquarters, which of course is where they make the Funzos. Really surprised they haven't added this yet. Of course, they've already added 3 of the Funzos. They can add this with Gary Coleman or with that Jim Hope guy. That would be pretty cool. But they do need to add this pretty badly. So yeah, next up we got Krusty's Christmas on Ice. It's obviously an ice rink. Krusty the Clown's ice rink. So it's kind of self-explanatory why they should add it. And we've also got the one called Mary. This is it was kind of in the background, but it's in a Christmas episode. It's just a store called Mary. I don't know what it is, but I was just thinking I just sort of thrown it in there. Yep. Then we got the Memory Recovery Institute, which is of course where Homer obviously loses his memory. He actually goes here, and of course it wasn't a Christmas episode. I think that would be a kind of cool little storyline to go through when Homer obviously loses his memory and all that kind of storyline. I'd like to do that. That'd be cool. But I do think they should add this building. Then we've got the Suicide Bridge. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this one. Of course, with the whole memory thing is when Homer obviously goes to kill himself because he thinks he ruined his relationship with Marge, whatever it was, broke up the family. So he goes to kill himself because he lands on the boat. I don't know. They could just add the Suicide Bridge. That would be kind of cool, actually. I don't know why. Then we got Widow's Peak. It's like a mountain. So they could just throw that as a decoration or something, or just the sign. Whatever. And then we've got trees, $60 and up. Either the sign or like a little enclosed little thing. I don't know, it would be cool to have a couple of them. I think I just repeated myself. No, that $60 and up was one I already did. Okay, so that's all the event. That's all the ideas I got, guys. There's not loads, I know. I could go through more and just go through buildings after buildings after buildings, but I'd be here all day. So I'm just going to leave it there. So yeah, I imagine it will be tomorrow. They tend to release updates on Tuesday and Thursday. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Please comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I'll see you next video. See you next video. Goodbye.